Hi guys, welcome to FML Shenanigans. It's me, Tiffany, and we are starting our episode 6 tonight. Today we're going to be talking about being a stepmom or stepmonster.
Oh, scary.
I'll take a monster for 2.
Yeah. Can go all kinds of ways, right?
No joke.
So yeah, I'm a stepmom and I'm a stepmonster. No, not really, but
Well, at least we've all been called probably either one.
I mean, same thing. If you're a mom or you're a crazy ass mom, you know, it's same. You mom or you monster mom. I guess that's a nice way, right?
Well, it comes with its challenges, its victories. It comes with your place in a relationship. And so that's kind of what this episode is about, because a lot of times when you're in a relationship and you are in a relationship with somebody who has kids, or maybe you're the one that has kids and you're dealing with that other person in the relationship. So it could go both ways, but I guess.
Yeah, how do you take it? How do you
portray
your extra person in your life? Is it something you embrace, something you challenge, something you...
Well, being a stepmom is very challenging, that's for sure. I mean, so I'm a stepmom, and David came in our lives, what was he, like 6 or 7?
Okay.
So he's a little cutie.
That's a good age, though, yeah.
It was good, but, so he got to grow with us a lot. So that was fun. He's kind of a teenager now, and he's a great kid. But, yeah, we have hurdles, and,
sure,
me stepmom with dad, and then him, just trying to get on the same page as... we have little bickers and disagreements.
I couldn't imagine that as a single mom, like having to get on the same page with somebody. I couldn't imagine that, like, battle.
It is. Yeah. It's hard. So when I was single with my kids, I kind of dated on the side. Never really let men really come in my kids' life, just because I couldn't do it. Like, all you're going to do is respect my kids. You're not going to tell them what to do. But they had their dad. And they had a grandma. Like, I had help, so...
Okay.
I don't need you to do anything for my kids. I need you to respect them. We need nothing from you.
That's,
my
I think,
kids
the biggest boundary,
you.
yeah.
So, it all just matters, I'm a full-time stepmom, he lives with us. And I'm very involved.
Yeah.
So you get all kinds of stuff, It's the same, like if it was your own kid or not, I'm actually nicer to him. Like, I've never had to beat his ass like I beat my kid's ass, so he's got it.
I was going to say, yeah, I think your kids get it worse than I would assume somebody else.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like,
coming into your life, I wouldn't imagine somebody coming off the bat be like, "I'm gonna beat that kid's ass for saying that shit."
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I don't touch Dave. Never have. I wouldn't even feel comfortable doing.
I wouldn't either. Yeah.
Same.
And like, even getting mad and saying things.
Nor would any other parent want that, like, thought to cross anybody's head.
Well, that was my biggest thing when I was dating, and you're not touching my kids. Nobody touched my kids.
No.
Yeah, so I don't think anybody, if you're not their parent, don't put your hands on them.
Hell no. I wouldn't even think that's an option.
I've kind of been on both sides of the spectrum of that, though. So, because
you'd be some kid's ass, won't you?
She said, get my belt real quick.
No, I couldn't even hit my sisters. My parents would give me permission when I would babysit.
For that? I was a terror.
My mom would be like, beat their ass if you have to. And I'm like, I can't, because if I do, I'm just not going to be able to stop. They're pissing me off. But no, like, so I've been on both sides of the spectrum. Let's not. No, like, so I've been in relationships, and honestly, because I don't have kids of my own, I've been in a lot of relationships with people who have kids, and I was in a relationship where the other parent was like, my significant other at the time was like, if my kids are effing up or they're doing something stupid, you tell them. But I wouldn't hit them, but they were like, you put them in their place. Like, if they're doing something stupid, like, you see it, please correct them. And then, I've been on the other side of that where, I was in a relationship with someone, and we had, they had a child. And so she kind of came into my life when she was very young, like around like 3.5. and we
age.
grew, great age, and we grew together. It wasn't always easy, because, she loved her dad. She was very about daddy, and that's fine. And she always wanted, she didn't see him that often. Like, there was shared time and they were miles apart. So, like, when we had her, it was like quality time.
Yeah.
But she was a daddy's girl. So I had to work really hard. But, like, we have a great relationship where, like, she still reaches out to me every once in a while and is like, hey, I miss you or whatever. And, we just have always had that bond. Mm-hmm. And then being in, other relationships, it's been more work where you have to really, the kid is older. And you have to really work hard to build that relationship. And there's a lot of things that have happened or do happen in that relationship that are negative and they affect the kid. And then the kid kind of gets brought into it. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden you're the bad guy. So you're the step monster.
Yeah.
And so I've been on that other spectrum where it's like, okay, well, I can't have somebody turned against me just because you and I have our qualm, mm-hmm. and then now they're being turned against me. Or
as an adult, you do that?
I mean, it happens, I guess. I've been through it. But I also would say, too, like, it's been a lot of work where we worked on our relationship. We got to a really good place. But the thing is, too, is it's like, even when you're in a good place, I feel like in certain relationships, I've never had a voice. So, like, even if I wanted to express how I feel and say, listen, I don't think this is right, or if I was you, I would do it this way because I see what they're doing to you. I see how things are being done, and I see certain things as an outsider, and I think that you should handle things differently, or maybe if you tried it this way, you could put them in their place.
Yeah.
But you can't say those things, right? Like, it's kind of
totally
like, no,
understand.
yeah,
I struggle with
you
that.
need to be
Yeah.
hands off,
It
right?
is a big struggle, that is. But I think, like, having kids and then, so I understand that. I understand that it's like, these are my kids, I got this, whatever. But then again, when you're with somebody, you do. If you're going to be with them and they're going to help you, then you do need to simmer down. You have to. But I mean,
like you
me
set
and my
boundaries,
husband,
though.
we go through that. That's a big one. But we have our battles. But then again, he works on it. He's always willing. Like, all right, I know this or that, and he has to work on that. And I understand that because I know when I was younger, you weren't no part of my kids. So I know. But when you're joining somebody, you also need to realize that you need to take their opinions.
But is it something that you guys discuss, like first thing in the relationship, or something that you kind of like just gradually grow with?
So me, it's always been a gradual growth, but I feel like it should maybe be something that you do discuss in the beginning. And sometimes you may feel like it's too soon, but maybe it is one of those things you should.
Well, you kind of, like, these are hurdles that are thrown at you as you're going, right?
Yeah.
100%.
Same when you're getting married or whatever. Nobody knows how to do that. You
right.
learn. So it's a learning thing too, I think. But yeah, it can be very stressful. I've had so many times that I'm about losing my mind. I just live in a box by myself over here, mind my damn business, because I felt I'm nobody. Like, hey, who am I?
And I think we see how our significant other is being treated and the things that they're being put through.
Yeah, so
we're trying to help.
Yeah,
yes.
But they don't see that.
No.
You end up being step monster because I've been told, oh, you're jealous, you're out of control. And I'm like, dude,
what?
Where are you at?
Yeah.
Like, way the fuck over your head. Like,
yeah.
Where did that
not even
from?
Close.
But so I just don't register,
like, so as a single mom, but how do I know when to put the boundaries down?
So that's a good question because I'm not a mom. And maybe Tiffany can speak to this more so than me, but like in my opinion, because I did help raise my sisters and I have kind of raised kids in relationships, I would say those boundaries come like you just got to get to know the other person. Don't just weed them out right off the bat.
But
get to know
think
them.
Of this, Genevieve, okay? You have your kids. You live your everyday life. They're your kids. You guys have rules. This is how you want. You raise your kids how you want. Same with your dad, right?
Right.
Don't tell me shit. This is how I do my thing. Same thing with a man. They're going to come in how they were raised or what they know. That's where we're getting it from. How I raised my kids or how I was growing up is different. and this is what you're doing wrong, or it might be something good, but you're going to be like, back the fuck up.
Initially, yeah.
You know, because they do. They get offended.
They do.
I know he gets offended, and that's where them guards come up, and he battles me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something, shit, we're trying to figure it out.
Sure.
We're trying to get through that. But, yeah, it's a battle, and I don't know. Either you're in it or you're not.
I can imagine
hard
because it is.
You know, that's you.
It's scary, and it's something that you have to kind of just try and
it's
coexist.
Nothing's easy. Relationships, marriage, kids, none of that.
Yeah, because you're not even talking about like just some other person. It's your own being.
Yeah.
That you're trying to incorporate into this whole new life.
Right. And the thing is too is like, so I've dealt with baby mama drama, you know, a ton of times, and it's never easy dealing with the other parent. Like it's always challenging.
That's like useless bullshit.
There's
no
hard.
Baby mama or baby daddy drama. You got to draw a line on that, and if you're moving on, you have to stop that.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to.
That's a good point.
I would not put up
I have
with
a
that. But then
daughter
again,
that
I could
deals
also
with
be
stuff
like
like
that step monster. That's I'm gonna fuck you up.
See, and I kind of always felt that way too, because like, you know, when you're in a relationship, and you're not married to somebody, you get it from, and even if you are married, I would assume, you hear, oh, they do this or whatever, or oh, they're this way, or they said this. But when you start witnessing it for yourself, that's when you develop these opinions of them. Mm-hmm. And that's when you're like, okay, this is baby mama drama that you're dealing with, because you see what they're doing. But then again, you're only seeing sometimes one side. And that's not always the case, because sometimes, I'm sorry, but bitches were crazy. Like, and we are nuts. And I have friends that are married and do the co-parenting thing, and they deal with a shit ton of drama from the baby mama. Like, and they're like, we would just rather have the kid 100% of the time if we could just have her out, because it's nothing but a problem.
As a mom, like, how wouldn't you want the best for your kids?
For your kids? Well, and some parents don't think that, or some people, I guess, don't think that way.
I guess you'd have to just burn a bridge initially to kind of have that fucking bad blood.
The whole mentalities, you know? Everyone, like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
For a mom, I could only imagine, like, for me, you would have to have, like, fucked me over or fucked my kid over. Mm-hmm. And in essence that, like, this is just not going to work out in that sense that we're going to do this smoothly.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, for me, I would just assume that as a mom, like, that roller coaster you're going on has to kind of operate well.
Well, and I think it all comes to, like, your significant other or your baby daddy, for example.
Yeah.
If you were to move on, like, and he brings somebody else around, I think you need to know
full relationship
100%. But you also need to know and be introduced and know who's going to be around your kids. Because I know that if I was a mom, I don't care. I'm fine. Yeah, move on. Do your thing. Yes. I don't care. But you know what? I want to know who you are dating, because if my kids are going to go around that person, I need to know, first of all, they're not a pedophile, a psycho, they're not a kid beater. I need to know, and you never know someone, but at least I need to get a first impression of this person. Yeah. You know what I mean? And don't hide them from me. You may not be bringing them around my kids right away, but you need to let me know, hey, listen, I'm in this relationship. It's kind of getting serious, and I may want to bring the kids around. Okay, well, let's us set up a meeting first without the kids. I need to know who this person is. I think that's kind of the...
I've dealt with that. And that was like the kind of shady shit that I dealt with baby daddy. He did have some other female that he was supposedly serious with, and had gotten kids Easter baskets and everything, which was fine. I was completely okay with it, but I'm like, at this point, if we're gonna start sharing holidays and shit, bitch, I want you to fucking introduce yourself and let's get cool, because I'll let you pick my kids. That's save me on some gas. Yeah. I'm just kidding. My baby daddy ain't doing it.
You want to babysit one day? Let me know.
So, I'm over here just, like, in that sense, like, every woman just wants a peace of mind.
That makes sense.
Yeah, if a woman wants to step in and be a part with her baby daddy, then by all means be happy. I'm not stopping you from that, but please just share the fucking wealth and intellect that I have to raise my kids.
Yeah. So would you say that you would think, and Tiffany, maybe you can kind of relate to this, Genevieve. I know you haven't dealt with the drama of
no
the
drama here.
Yeah.
Drama-free mama.
Yeah. So I feel like, in my personal opinion, when you meet, not that I have to worry about it now because I'm, happily engaged and all that good stuff. Yeah, 5-year plan. But like when you meet the kid or their kids, I shouldn't say a kid. I feel like I'm kind of rude when I say that. When you meet the kid, but when you meet the kid or the kids, their children, like it's almost better sometimes when they're younger. Because I feel like they can grow with you. When they're older, there's a little animosity, right?
Animosity from their parents splitting up. They don't know whose side to pick, so they got a lot more, and they're going through.
They're going through it. Yeah. Yes.
So you're definitely the person they don't want to meet.
Yeah.
So that's really hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I would think that
younger
is good.
Yeah. And then you got to work against the kid.
Well, and that's kind of always been a situation that I've been in where it's like I'm constantly trying to build the relationship and build it, and I'm trying, but we're good now.
As a parent, do you let a child rule your life?
I mean, it shouldn't be that way. And
I don't think as a mom I'd want my children to be like, no, I don't want you seeing that guy. Like, if I see fit, like I'm doing my due diligence.
No, that's when you teach your kids some fucking respect.
Like I'm doing my due diligence to keep you safe.
Yeah.
This is my guy that I choose to see, and you need to respect him like I expect him to respect you.
Exactly. Yeah.
You gotta put your kid in the place too. But yeah, some of them get bratty or they're very territorial. But it's like,
you're not entitled, child.
If you can do that, then have your little side piece and keep moving on with your life.
If you don't, if that's the case,
you can't cause problems and let your kid do that. You need to put your kid in line.
Right.
Or take your kid to yourself over there and we'll have our relationship. But to have somebody, start a new relationship and then face that, I couldn't imagine. I'd be like, hey,
I could not imagine a kid trying to rule my relationship.
Yeah.
It's even my own. I don't give a shit. Like, my kids are my kids, but you're not going to tell me who, be a kid.
Like,
yeah.
I was a kid. I listened to my mom. I moved out of the house. I ain't fucking listen to nobody no more.
Yeah. No shit. I've been on my own since I was 18. You ain't telling me shit. Like,
I moved out when I was 17. I'm sorry to listen to that bitch.
Yeah.
I love my mom.
Yeah. But, okay. So, great episode, guys. I'm very, very happy with it. I'm glad we got some things on the table. I'm sure there's some people who can relate out there to what we're talking about. And you may have your own baby mama or baby daddy. Yes. Your drama. We do want to hear it. Yeah. If you like us, definitely like, share, subscribe, post, all that good stuff. We're on Twitter now. So definitely check us out on Twitter. And yeah. And so I don't know, Tiffany, do you want to lead the shenanigans roulette?
She does. She's very excited about it right now.
Anything you want to talk about?
The itch with glee.
The itch with glee.
You're welcome.
Hey, you know what? I do know something.
So I'm gonna take a shot and a cigarette.
Peacock.
No.
Peacock, whatever the streaming app is or whatever, they're going to start streaming Hallmark Channel, which is all the Christmas movies, guys.
Wow.
I'm so excited.
We're not through November.
You should be the one that's like married old lady. And shit.
Also, you should probably be
coming out with their Christmas decorations.
You should be the one that's
Hallmark
like
Channel Christmas movies.
Oh my god.
Hey, they're gonna stream them. Just you guys gotta tune in. Anyway,
roulette is over with this Christmas bullshit. We just fucking finished Halloween.
All right. Well, we love you guys. All right. Peace out, guys. Tune in.
We love you. Thank you.
Bye.